All right, everyone, welcome back into Go Throw's production of the 47th New Zealand National Disc Golf Championships presented by RPM Discs. This is round 3, back 9 coverage. We're in Christchurch, New Zealand at the Bottle Lake Disc Golf Course. Nate Perkins and Juliana Korver here to walk you guys through the action. It was a pretty up and down front 9 at Bottle. You still have 5 strokes on the field in Ella Hansen, and you have 10 over Sofia. How are you feeling?
I'm trying to forget about the triple bogey that I took on hole 8 and trying to look forward.
This back 9 is pretty tight, and we start here on hole 10 in these woods, and it doesn't let up until 17 is the first open shot.
You know, the next handful of holes are pretty short, but there's a lot of teeth. This one's 254 feet, very tight off the start, turning to the right.
There's that Vancouver Island grit right there from Donnecke. She's going to go destroyer here. Give her the fade. Oh, and a great skip. That's C1.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's right outside the bullseye. Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Backhand route for Emily. Turning it around that corner just beautifully.
What a shape. That is such a high-level shot. MD5 for Ella. You've seen 3 really quality shots now. You've got your new it here.
Yep. This is the one hole that I wanted it for.
Flat is going to do some work for you.
No, it's a little bit too new. Didn't trust it enough to put some turn on it. It was just outside the circle, but couldn't really see the basket behind that tree.
Ella to pick one up then. Oh, she liked it. Didn't have the legs. It's been good from C1 all day. Gonna confidently bury another one.
It's a nice birdie with Emily.
Mike.
Hole 11, 275-foot par 3. Pick your gap through these trees. Basket slightly to the right. There is an OB line to the left.
You're trying to find her line on the tee pad. Centers it up. Get this destroyer through the gap.
Skips a little early, but
He's playing some good disc golf.
oh my gosh, he's playing very well today.
Sidewinder for Emily. This is so techy to try and shape something fast. No, wait.
She
Grabs the line.
just barely over the line. We do give that to her safe.
Oh, it kind of like grabbed the line and pulled it with it. You gotta love the cameras for that reason. You get to see how they finish. You know, it's the more overstable of the disc, the smaller I feel like that gap becomes. It's hard to shape that FT3 through that gap.
I would agree with that. I'm throwing a beat up Roadrunner here.
Look at this, drifting now, chill. No, what a terrible reaction.
I wondered how it got over there.
I mean, that is just 5% chance that thing skips left at the end of its flight. Like,
yeah, and I was not aware of that OB line. Didn't think it came into play.
Oh, it's just not in the mind at all. You're just thinking about that gap. You got the turn you were looking for. Emily is just in, so this is for birdie still. Par save spinner and almost enough. That was Ella's opportunity to pick one up on you. Gonna be 2 T1 misses in a row. I'll come back via. How do you feel about the weight of this title? You feel like it's kind of grown in significance?
Well, I definitely think it's more significant than last year because of the number and quality of the players in the field.
Just the attention to it. We get to go throw coverage for FPO this year. It feels like a prestigious title to take down.
Yeah, I believe so. This is hole 12. This is a tiny little 237-foot hole that is very intimidating. The gap that you have to hit 30 feet off the tee is maybe 5 feet wide.
Those pine trees are like, they're totally over being hit by discs.
So many scars.
Please don't throw another frisbee at us. That's just one more.
Emily right through the gap. Hits a late tree. Ella pured this yesterday.
Back-to-back days, MD3. Look at that. And gonna get slowed down, tap in. What a big moment in the round. Here we go on Mako 3. Oh, it's pure. You're gonna match her.
About 2 feet from an OB line on that side, too, that I didn't realize was there.
I actually didn't know that was there. Sofia finds a way. She'll have that for a par save. Okay, so Sofia's going to be up first. This is for the par. 34 feet. Let's see how confident she hits this. She's been firing them. What a putt.
That might have been her best one yet.
Absolutely. I mean, she's in sync. Look at that. The leg kicks back. Oh, she doesn't even watch it.
When you know, you know.
Yeah. Oh, MJ on it. Now, this is to not lose a stroke to Ellis Tappan. Let's go. Go throw, replay.
Just behind the line, so I do my little step through to get a little bit more power. Just squeaking it over the rim.
We're playing disc golf now. Oh, we're going to go 2 down in this hole. Probably one of the better cards of the day. I mean, this is... If you miss the gap, you're almost guaranteed to bogey.
Yeah,
It's so hard. You miss the gap, you kick left, it's over.
turning around the other direction, hole 13, par 3, 282 feet. This feels like it's a little bit more open, but you still have a couple of trees early in the fairway that you have to get through to get close to the basket. And there is out of bounds left and long of this basket.
Aim MD3 and just barely tugs on it. Road runner. You're not gonna slow down for us. Oh, it get there. The touch that you're putting on that. I mean, it didn't hit anything, right? Yeah. You're throwing it slow enough that you're getting that full flight, checking up short. Emily's still going to be deep C2 for the par, and this is tight right here. With the OB along, so much to think about. Going to try and punch the MD5.
That was a beautiful shot. I'm glad we got to see from behind her to see the angle and see just how difficult that throw was.
Yeah, it was a tiny line. You know, as a competitor, you think, she's in a bad spot. I mean, I'm going to get a par. She's getting a bogey. And then all of a sudden, she's up on the dance floor. So really no chance to run this one. Again, the OB's like just past the bullseye.
Thought about it for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Laid it up.
Sofia, kind of half go right there. This par save would be huge.
Count it.
The PDGA rating system is a valuable part of having an active membership. When you play in sanctioned leagues and tournaments, you get a rating that compares your performance to the rest of the field. This helps you understand your skill level and helps you see your improvement in the game. You also get a PDGA number when you first sign up. Your PDGA number timestamps when you sign up, locking in your place in disc golf history. So sign up today, and we'll see you out on the course.
If you want to know what a disc is going to feel like before you get it, you have to check out OTB disc. The first thing I'm looking for when I grab a new disc is the feel of the disc. It's got to be confidence instilled. Virtually in your hand tells you what the disc is going to feel like, how heavy it's going to be. It's everything you want to know before it shows up to your house.
It's really, really helpful in not only finding a disc that looks beautiful, but is also exactly what you're looking for it to feel like. Of course, when you're dealing with OTB, you're going to get only the best.
Brought back by popular demand, Z-Lite plastic from Discraft. Disc that you already know and love, now available in lighter weights. This plastic is perfect for players with lower arm speeds as well as beginners. They can also be a great complement to the regular weight version of a disc that's already in your bag. Z-Lite, more distance with less effort.
Here we are at hole 14, par 3, 312 feet. Another tunnel shot, this one finishing off to the right as well, just down beyond this incline. There is OB behind it, 20 feet.
Bella gonna hold on to the box. 5 backs, going FT3.
It's a good height.
Asking for the fade, and she's gonna get it. What a shot. That's a bullseye.
Doesn't get any better than that on that hole.
And it's a hard shape to match with the backhand. Such a late turn. Now you're gonna scoot to mid C2. You're gonna have to make a big one and not lose a stroke.
Early on the skip for Sofia.
A sidewinder finding a way into the circle. This is a little too far. Just gotta lay it up. There's that OB to think about. Be giving one up.
Looks like Emily took a little off of that one. Lost her line.
And what a shot. Bullseye birdie.
Well, 14 doesn't get birdied very often in the FPO division. Hole 15. This is a doozy. It's par 4, 443 feet. Very tight, very long. If you can keep the line, then you should be able to find something to get to the basket. 2, but it's really hard to stay in the fairway on this one. Basket pretty protected, both on the left and on the right-hand side.
And there's that treacherous OB line that runs all along the right side. Easy to find.
Yeah, any ricochet, and that can come into play.
That is pure. Loves it. Little fist bump.
Dissects the fairway. Gorgeous shot.
It's putting some pressure on right now. Holding onto that tee box. Oh, Brody's going to come out early. Kick left. It's jail over there.
It's bad. About where I was yesterday.
That's flipping up for her and cruising down the center of the fairway.
That is the best drive I've seen on this hole.
Absolutely. Sidewinder again. Get to turning. You had the shape. Oh, this is just a weird spot to land. You're aiming kind of right at the OB line, but you just have the putter in your hand.
I do. I just want a little 50-footer right out in the open, which does not happen. I end up on the other side of the fairway. Emily turning that a little bit too much, but gets some help kicking back to the open fairway.
This is awkward. Tight gap. Oh, it needs to get some help. Get back left. Okay, we're past the OB line though.
Yeah, I'm safe. Turned that a little bit too much. Didn't have an opportunity to come back.
But we're still not at Ellis Drive. This is as big as the lane gets. Little right side. Just gonna try and flatten his tactic out. And putting a lot of pressure on you right now. That's another bullseye birdie.
Look at how close this is.
This is crazy. I mean, he's within 100. One little gap left. Oh, tree love. Tap in birdie for Sofia.
Yeah, 2 tap-in birdies on our card. Almost unbelievable.
Unreal. Oh, and this is almost makeable. Yeah, you're just going to lay it up. All of a sudden, the lead is going to be cut to 2.
Yeah, things can change really quickly out here.
Ella gets 3 of the last 4. That's a good stretch of golf right there.
Hole 16, par 3, 303 feet, double mando, have to throw it up the gut. Basket is right before it starts to very gently slope downhill, and there is an OB line 20 feet behind the basket.
MD3 again, just barely pulls on it, but can't get a better reaction than that.
Exactly. She's nearly on the drop zone. She's right in the opening.
Mako, she's got Jay and a Mako that are really.
Whichever it is, it's in the circle, almost in the bullseye.
That's 2 days in a row, right?
I can't recall.
I think she timed this one yesterday. Oh, look at this. Get on edge. Go. That's a look. Chance to pick up at least one.
Ricochet's right. She does make the Mandos.
This is almost the same shot.
Maybe a 260-foot shot instead of 300.
way right. Also jail over there. Oh, the forehand roller alert. This touchy. The tree kicked at 18 feet, so you're going to have this to pick up 2. Get up. Oh, it was close.
It was close. Just hit the top of the box.
And was the OB in mind at all right there?
Yeah, it was, but I thought my angle was good enough that I could give it a run.
Okay. Another confident putting stroke from Sofia. Third birdie of this back 9. Bogey for Ella. Little heat check. Lead back to 3.
Hole 17, back out into the open. This is par 3, 367 feet. The basket is inside this grove of bushes. Need to approach from the front only. The wind has picked up once we've gotten back out in the open. This was kind of a headwind, mostly right to left.
Sofia put this in the circle yesterday. This is that Tour Series Eagle L. Put some move on it again, out in the wind. And 2 days in a row. Covers ground. They'll have a look at birdie. Are there any other sports where the player goes back and commentates on themselves? It's so rare. I mean, you just don't see it.
There must be some obscure sport where that happens.
I want to tune into that and just hear what they have to say. It was tough to know what the wind was doing out there. At this point in your round, it was swirling out there.
It was, and it picked up quite a bit from the morning.
Let's approach there. Get a little hairy if you let them bleed. Oh, and it ejected JK.
I just didn't commit to that. It just fell out early.
It might be tricky cleanup right there.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to even get behind my disc.
This Donnecke for birdie. Just outside the circle. Is she really going to bury another one?
She sure is.
That's crazy. What a day.
3 in a row.
What is she at on the round? That's a turkey. Okay, so we got a window here. It's got to come from the chest.
Yeah.
Super awkward. Lead one to Ella. Lead going back to 2.
Final hole, par 4, 615 feet. You need to throw past this road right here or it is not safe, and then you go to the drop zone. You want something to fade out to the left so that you have a little bit of a look at this green, which happens to be an island, though it is not surrounded by out of bounds, it's surrounded by hazard. We're throwing into a headwind.
Had to be headwind, huh?
Of course.
Oh, Sofia pulls it. Does that find its way back in? Just barely, it must have.
I think she's in, yes.
Hey. Ella ripping on this. Little too much angle.
She is safe. That's about where she was yesterday as well, way off to the right. Allows her to do the forehand approach.
It's a big shot from over there.
It's huge.
And that's a great destroyer line from Emily. There's kind of a lot of pressure brewing at this point. Is that the G-Star destroyer?
Good guess. It sure is.
And that's a perfect line. Get some legs. Get past the bush. Not again. Sofia was safe. She's just going to chip the Toro. Ella, is she going to get aggressive from right here?
Sure is.
No way. FD3.
She can't even see the green.
And that's going to find it. That's 15 feet for birdie. What a shot from Ella. She knows. She knows. Okay. This just has to be just a layup from here.
Yeah, it's just a layup. Not a great one, but just a layup.
Okay. So, AVR out of the gap. Getting back on hyzer. Look at this. Unreal from Weatherman into the crosswind.
Perfect line.
Okay, so you got a little head right to left. This is a tough shot.
Serena Mako.
Stay in the air, Mako. All right, that's in.
That's safe.
Sofia needs some help. And she's not going to find it. OB left. She'll take her meter. Putting from the hazard. Oh, head right to left. Tough finish to an otherwise great round. This is for par. Good tailwind.
Missed everything.
So this is for Ella to pick up. Ooh. That's a birdie from out of position. What a shot.
I'd say that sidearm was the shot of the day.
There's still a little headwind here. Oh, just nose down, gets buried. That's going to be a double.
Yeah, that's a 3-stroke swing.
Wow. All of a sudden, you have given up the lead. What a whirlwind. Oh, Sofia, she nearly lets go of it. And look at that. She's laughing it off. That just seemed to happen so quick. All of a sudden, Ella Hansen takes the lead with the birdie on 18. Bit of a misfire there on the green. Gave yourself a chance for the par. What's the mindset going into Brooker Avenue tomorrow?
Well, I need to look at it, the big picture. And as we spoke earlier, if you would have told me that I was going to go into round 4 down by 1, I would have been absolutely thrilled.
All right.
I just need to think about that.
Opportunity ahead for you, JK. And Sofia Donnecke and Ella Hansen both shoot under par. What a day. That is a wrap here for round 3. Thanks for joining myself and Juliana Korver here on Go Throw. We will see you tomorrow for the final round of the New Zealand National Championship.